Welcome back to my weekly vlog. We are traveling home after 7 weeks in Europe and we are on the plane ready to get home. We have been ready for about a week. I think we are all travel fatigued. We're ready to get back to just living our regular life. And that is not to say I'm not appreciative, because if you've been watching my travel vlogs, you know that we have had the best time and we couldn't have asked for a more special time being away. But we have responsibilities back at home and we want to see our friends and get back to our routine and our family and George, our little puppy. But I wanted to start this week by showing you business class in Singapore Airlines. It is my first time flying business in Singapore Airlines. And it is really spacious and they have a lot of storage. So let me just give you a little tour. Okay, so this is my seat. I have a nice big screen, which I'm going to check out soon. But we also have lots of storage here. So I've got some storage. I've just put some rubbish in there. Some extra storage here. A little get ready with me mirror. This here is apparently where, when our seat reclines, this is where we actually sleep. So it's a little bit different to the Qantas business. And that is my blanket for later. We have extra storage here. What else have we got? More storage. I put my glasses and my Kindle in here. My handbag up there. And there's some little adapters and plugs here for charging and a little light. But this is pretty cozy. Done. We are about to board our second flight in about 3 hours. But we've stopped here at the Chris Flyers Lounge in Singapore, and I'm just going to take you on a little tour because it's so big. So we've got a little concierge over here, and then we make our way through to some nice lounges, which we actually, this is the kind of the second part. This is a lot bigger. I'm just going to show you a little portion of the Singapore lounge here. We've got a little pastry bar here, and then a noodle station. We had a lot to eat on our last flight, so I just don't even know if I could indulge myself here, but look at all this beautiful food. Just keeps going. I'm just going to skim through all of this really fast. And more noodles, more yummy food, and then we have our little drink station here. You can get some piper, help yourself to a little Bacardi, but for us it's about 6 o'clock in the morning now. So this is me, I am hydrating all the way. And if I just keep going right through here, I can't take you through the whole thing because it's so big, but this will just give you a bit of an overview. All right, my family are parked just around the corner in this little pod. Look how big this is. It just keeps going. But this is us. I promised you guys a little food tour of our trip home because there were so many meals, but the fact is I fell asleep on the last leg, which I'm really happy about. So our trip home, we went from Frankfurt to Singapore. That was about a 12-hour flight. Lots of food on that. Then we stopped at the lounge in Singapore for 3 hours and then flew from Singapore to Brisbane, which was about 9 hours. And I slept the entire time. I did not have one meal on that flight. And then we got home, and on the way home I went to Macca's and had a cheeseburger meal, which just topped off my holiday. Really indulged myself on holidays. I'm not really someone who indulges too much, but I did, and it was a nice way to go out, to be honest. I really enjoyed my cheeseburger. But we got home and unpacked, which I was very surprised about. My daughter was super motivated to get unpacked. I half unpacked, and Chris and Gray just unpacked this morning. And we didn't get to bed until about 12 last night, but we slept through until about 6 or 7 o'clock this morning and went for a walk, which was really nice. We've been doing a lot of walking when we're in Europe, but this, as I said to Chris this morning, was a purposeful walk. We were on a mission and it felt good, but I do know that I need to stretch my body because it is feeling every part of being almost 42. So I think this afternoon I'm going to jump on the Pilates bed and really stretch it out. But my day consists of a lot of washing. There is so much, and I actually realized that there's some washing that I didn't get done before we left, like some towels and bath mats. So I will be doing all of that. But I feel, just looking at my laundry right now, there is about 5 loads. So I'm going to try my best to get most of that done over the next 2 days, and hopefully I can wrap that up. So I'm going to get started right now. This is what I'm walking into at the moment. Lots of clothes just piled everywhere and a really full basket here. So I'm going to get all of this organized first by putting everything into whites and then darks. So all of that needs to be rearranged, and then we'll have towels and also colors. So that is how I'm going to organize my laundry this morning. When did it get so cold back home? I'm like in a full jacket now. It's chilly out there. We're about to go and head to pick up George, our dog, who we haven't seen in 7 weeks. When we've left him before for long periods of time, like 5 or 6 weeks, he ignores us. So I don't know what to expect. I don't know if he's going to be excited to see us or if he's just going to like to give us the cold shoulder. Usually he's really excited, like if we come home from a day at work and we get home, he's really excited. But after this kind of time period, yeah, he gives us the cold shoulder. So we'll see, but we're all very excited to go and pick him up. George! Oh my God! George!
Buddy. Oh yes, it's me. Look at him licking. He never licks.
Hello.
Hello, buddy. Oh, look at this.
Georgie boy. Hi.
Oh,
You're going to Daddy.
Lots of love. A good boy. Hey, did you miss
He's been
us?
a good boy.
Did you miss us?
What do you got, Georgie?
Lay down. Lay down. Ah, lay down.
Oh. What is it, George? A little puppuccino. What's that like? He's never had one of these before, has he?
No.
It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm struggling. Chris has made me a coffee. Hopefully I can stay awake until later. This jet lag is not going to be fun. And I'm watching all of the orders come through for our new launch, which actually happened yesterday. It just keeps going. This is all today. But it's been a good day for our second day of the launch. Can't wait to get back in there on Monday and see how the team is. The coffee that I had this afternoon didn't really work for me. I had to go and have a sleep straight after. I slept from 3:30 until 5:30, and I am now back in bed. It is 7:39, and I'm reading the 3rd book in the Rosewood River series. It's called Over the Moon. I am 32 pages in, so I've got a long way to go. Not going to get it read tonight and have a little sleep tea, which I don't really need because I don't need any help sleeping, but I do feel like I'm going to be up through the night at some point. We're having a little home-cooked brekkie this morning because it's something that we missed out on when we were away, so we're just making up for it. That looks yum. After getting back from a 7-week European holiday just 3 days ago, the last thing I feel like doing is packing another bag. When you've been living out of a suitcase for so long, it just is the last thing I want to be doing. But we are headed to Brisbane tonight for one of our friends' birthdays. So if anyone's going to get me to pack another bag, it is going to be my beautiful friends who I can't wait to see in Brisbane. So we're just going to try and keep it really simple. What do I want? I need some of these goodies. Oh, actually. So I'm keeping my bag really simple tonight. What I'm wearing now is, I think what I'm just going to wear tomorrow. I'll just put this back on tomorrow. We are headed to the football tonight, so I'm going to try and find something really nice and cozy and warm because it's quite cold. I think it's about 10 degrees. And I am taking this toiletries bag, which is new from Ela Earth. It is our new fold-out one. I know for me, I can fit all of my toiletries in there. So deodorants, cleanser, moisturizer, perfumes, and then also all of my makeup and all of my hair accessories. So I might just pop my toothbrush in there. I had a really nice morning. I actually met up with Nicole, who's our marketing manager at Ela Earth. I love catching up with her. We have actually been friends for a very long time, and we have worked together for the last 10 or 11 years in other businesses that I have owned. She has been right by my side for that whole time. Anyway, she is also married to one of my husband's best mates, so it's great catching up. It was just so nice and wholesome. We probably only planned to catch up for about an hour this morning, but I think it was like 2.5 hours later, and we're like, we really have to wrap this up. But it was fun. And so did that this morning. I had to do all the pays and wages and bills and all of that sort of stuff as well, because we want to make sure all of our girls are paid on time. And now we are headed to lunch with my father-in-law and his mates. It's a tradition that they do every Friday afternoon. Usually we are working, so we cannot go. But I don't start work again until Monday. So we just wanted to go and enjoy lunch with them. So we're going to do that. Get all of this packed up. Okay, that's me. Everything is packed. Can you see this? So trying to pack relatively light, lots of makeup and hair. All right, so there's really not much going. Oh, contacts. Oh my goodness. I would have been blind without my contacts. That is not fun. All right, they're going straight in the top. That's packed. Okay, that was a lot easier and a lot better than I thought. Now I've got to go pack my overnighter bag. It's a bit of a rainy day here. So I've decided to do some baking. The kids go back to school tomorrow after 7 weeks. So I'm going to bake these cookies I found on Instagram. Let me show you. They're very naughty, quite indulgent. This is them. Can you see that? Hopefully I can do it justice. I haven't done baking in such a long time, and I really want to get back into it. But I've just realised, I'm pulling everything out that I need, and I've just realised that there is so much I don't have. So I just did a little click and collect order from Coles. Which I don't usually do. I usually go into the store, but today I just can't be bothered. So this is really nice and convenient. So I'm going to pick that up in about an hour and a half. But before that, I have to go to Grayson's football. He also hasn't played in a very long time, so he's playing in the division down, just to kind of build up a little bit of fitness again. But they've only got 2 games left anyway of this season before the finals start. Hopefully they make it into the finals. It's always fun. But today I did a little workout, Pilates workout. I usually try and do about 45 minutes. Today I did 23 minutes and I was exhausted. I also got to build up some fitness. So I want to try really hard this week to start running and to build up Pilates, and I just want to really nourish my body. So as much as I'm making these cookies, I'm not indulging in them. I think I will try and stick to a lot more like fruit and whole foods this week, because I just want to detox my body after our European summer. So I've got a little bit of work to do, but torturing myself in the kitchen, baking these cookies today. And what else? I think I'm finally over jet lag. I think we got back on Tuesday, today's Sunday, and I have been all over the shop. Yesterday I went to sleep on the couch at about 5 o'clock and woke up at 7:30, and then went back to bed at maybe 8:30, and I thought for sure I was going to have an awful night's sleep and wake up through the night, but I didn't. I woke up at 2 a.m. and went straight back to sleep until 7 this morning. So hopefully I am done and I can start work tomorrow after such a long time and feel really good and not feel tired. So we'll see. Try and find some energy today. First day back at work today after a very long time away, so I'm just going to get ready, and I just want to wear a little suit today because I've got meetings all day and I want to feel like a boss today. Show that I am serious about my job and I don't just holiday all the time. So I pulled a pair of white slacks from our photo shoot stock, which I had to wash. They were actually at my house because I had to wash them. So they were in my laundry, which was very convenient because I quite like them. They're a pair of white slacks from Cookai, and they're just a nice tailored pair of pants, still casual enough. So it suits our office because we're not really formal or corporate in the office. We are quite casual but relatively stylish. So I am just getting ready. I'm going to put on a full face today. As I said, I just want to feel really professional. And I think sometimes this helps. When you look professional, you feel professional. That's my motto. I don't always go in with full face and wearing suits, but today is the day. I thought I was over my jet lag, but yesterday afternoon at probably around 3 o'clock, I was so exhausted. I could have just slept and probably slept through the night, but then we had a very lovely surprise from our friends. They dropped by unannounced, which I love because that's exactly what they do, and it's always a nice surprise to see them, and we haven't seen them since before we went away. I think I just put far too much of that Charlotte Tilbury. Oh, is it Charlotte Tilbury? It's Rare Beauty. I just put far too much on. Now I just look like a clown. Anyway, that was so nice to see them, and that definitely kept me awake. I was not going to have any wine yesterday because I wanted to feel really fresh, but obviously our friends came over and we all got a bit excited, so we had, it wasn't a much, but a couple of glasses of Chardonnay, and by the time they left, I put some dinner on, and I think that I was in bed by 8 o'clock. And I went to bed fine, exhausted, but then woke up at 2:30 and I've been awake ever since, so that is not fun. I've got plenty of meetings on today. First is a full team meeting just to catch up on everything that I have missed. There was a lot that happened when I was away, a few things that we just didn't forecast for, and a few issues that arose with delivery times, packaging for new products, and product samples that arrived while I was away that were not satisfactory. So my team worked really hard on working with me and the supplier to get a resolution, and they did such a great job, but I just want to get a full grasp on exactly what those changes are for those products and what the end result is going to be, and if we've got those samples back and how they look. So, and I cannot delay that because we really want to get those in before November, before our Black Friday sales. Chris just delivered me a cup of tea. I like to start my morning with a tea. But because I am trying to look after my body again, I say that like I haven't been, but to be honest, I haven't been looking after myself as much as I should have when I was away. So my morning is a cup of tea, and I think I'm just going to have a smoothie filled with lots of berries and goodness. Maybe a bit of collagen in there as well. And I think that's going to be me, and I'll pack some fruit for a snack. And then I have some leftover lamb, tzatziki and Greek salad, which I'm going to have for lunch. And then we have leftover spaghetti bolognese from the other night for dinner. So my food plan for the day is all sorted. I'm a couple of hours into work and we're just about to have our first meeting. It was so wholesome and wonderful being back here with these girlies. So we're going to get stuck in and they're going to catch me up on all the things that I missed and all the things that we need to discuss.
We're doing it Friday.
Well, I want to hear from you guys. There's obviously things in there, but I need to know everything. Is there any like traumatic events that I need to know about?
I think the main thing was just like the manufacturing
issues
that we had.
I think that was so bad.
Yeah.
We're determined.
And yeah, so what can you explain to me? Because I was obviously trying to follow it, but I just don't know if I was following.
I'm gonna cry if I think about it.
I'm back here another morning, sitting at my vanity desk. Do you call it vanity space? I didn't do as much vlogging yesterday as I hoped to do. I think I was just caught up in first day back, meeting with everyone. I had the warmest reception from everyone. It was so sweet to walk back into my home away from home, which is my office, and see everyone. They are rock stars is all I can say. You know, to step away for 7 weeks, and I mean step away, I really didn't have a lot to do with anyone during that whole time. My main contact was my PA because she was filtering through all of my emails while I was away and working with my suppliers and just troubleshooting things for me. So I had, I'm not going to say daily contact with her, but I had the most contact with her. But everyone else, I really didn't hear from. I'm just going to curl my hair this morning, by the way. That's what I'm doing right now. Kind of looks a bit ridiculous because when I'm curling my hair I need to wear a glove so I actually don't burn my hand. This is the Halo curler. I like the result, but I don't actually like using this curler because I feel like I could easily burn myself, and the first time I did use this curler I burnt my cheek and also my neck, so anyway, and hands, so that's why I've got to use this ridiculous glove. But anyway, a little birthday celebration here at Ela Earth. This is our tradition. Some yummy cookies from Cubby. Look how good they look. They look better than the ones I made the other day. Happy birthday, dear Jess. Happy birthday to you. Hooray! Shay, we have a problem. Oh,
Very big problem.
Far out. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. What is going on here in this office? What? Gross. Okay, so we've had this sprayed last week and apparently this is normal. They all have to come out of the walls and then they die.
Ew, they're like dropping.
Oh my god, they're literally dropping like flies. Hello. So at the moment we're just working on creating some bundles for our new silicone range that will be out probably around November, if not end of October. Indy's put together some great little bundles and proposing those now. So we're just going through all of them.
So at the fixed with a nesting?
Yeah, I think so. Fixed with nesting, and then maybe another one where it's fixed nesting and cutlery. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, they're really cute.
All the others can go.
And I think all those.
Just a big set.
Yeah. So basically we're just doing 3 sets and that's it. I thought I would show you a little bag that we're working on. It launches in maybe about 4 or 5 weeks. This is our new Arden slouch bag. It's made of faux leather. I am testing it today with my outfit. I thought it kind of worked quite perfectly. And inside I've got my laptop, my lunch, my water bottle because it has a dedicated water bottle sleeve, obviously keys, just general essentials, and I quite like it. It's very comfortable, it's stylish, it goes well with a really nice casual outfit, but I can see this dressed up as well. So this is a little sneak peek. Let me see what else I can find in my stash. Okay, here's another little sneak peek. This one must be in about 8 weeks time. This is our Arden crossbody bag, but it's also great for the shoulder and elbow. It has 3 compartments. I wore this bag in black throughout my entire Europe holiday and I was super obsessed with it. This is the first time I'm actually seeing the chocolate and I love the chocolate. So this bag is coming in the black, the chocolate and also the caramel. Okay, I'll just show you. Obviously it's still got some packaging on it, but this is a tote bag, but it converts into a backpack. So this is really handy for the travelers that love 2 options in one. I can't wait to wear this. This is going to be such a great little outing bag, particularly with any travels that I've got coming up. Chris just came up and saw me upstairs and said, "Happy wedding anniversary." Oh, I forgot it was our wedding anniversary. And you know, I knew yesterday, I knew the day before, but I think what happened was when we're in Europe, we just had such an amazing time, and we had decided that we don't really need to celebrate our wedding anniversary because we had done so much already, and so we were just going to have a really quiet one. And so I guess I just put it out of my mind, and now I've forgotten about it. I feel really bad. But I think we might just go out to dinner anyway tomorrow night, hopefully. We're just going to keep it really casual. Anyway, I was just in the laundry just before, trying to finish off all this laundry. I still have not finished from our trip. You should see it. It's such a mess still. I'm getting there. Everything's kind of folded. This is everything that I need to iron. I've got all of our delicates on now, more stuff in here. The laundry is a never-ending, constant, revolving door. I've got a pretty full day. I think I've got maybe 4 or 5 meetings today, but I'm kind of ready for it. I had a good amount of time yesterday at my desk, so feeling on top of it considering that I'm only 3 days in to work. Ali, what is this?
This is our lunch.
Oh, there's so much.
So goody.
Wow. Uber Eats, eat your heart out.
Oh, I love it.
Yum. This is all for our family lunch, our Ela Earth family lunch.
Gals eat.
Woohoo! We have our Ela Earth family lunch, and we have burrito bowls. Everyone has placed an order, and we're all sitting outside.
Wow.
Getting some sunshine.
God.
This is nice. So Jess and I are doing a really quick catch up because of our sale next week.
Yeah,
After
the
PJ
After PJ sale.
We've got some website changes to make,
Yep.
duplicating things, and a whole lot more.
Yeah. This one is just the labels, so
Uh-huh.
it'll look like that on top of the.
Yeah.
Are you happy with the wording of that one, site wide up?
Yeah, and can you just go to a mobile version?
Yep. Because you were saying.
It's just so big on the mobile version because that actually covers some of the product. Oh, you smell so good. Where are you headed?
I don't really know. Just gonna chill.
All right. Today, Chris and I went and saw a new warehouse space. I am officially out of, let me just turn this on silent, officially out of space. Dead set, there is no space to be found anywhere in my warehouse or any of the storage sheds that I have. So, because Chris and I share a space, he has Linen Social and Sable Baby, and I have Ela Earth, and we are in the same warehouse. He has half and I have half, and we share the mezzanine, which also has half of his stock and half of my stock. Anyway, there is a space that we have been wanting for the last year as a backup option, and it is finally becoming available. We have been harassing the poor real estate agent for quite some time to get a little walkthrough, and we finally did that today. The space will be available anywhere between September and November. Dates are yet to be confirmed, so we'll definitely put some expression of interest in for this space. We cannot lose it. But the only thing is, Chris doesn't need all of that space. Ultimately, he's going to move into that space, and then I will take over our entire current warehouse and consolidate my other warehouse and storage sheds and bring all of that into our warehouse, our big warehouse. But he just doesn't need all that space. So we're just trying to work out what we're going to do with the rest. More than likely, he's just walked in, but more than likely I might have to take over half of the space that he is renting as well, which I just don't know if I need right now, but there's a chance that I will. He's probably right. I know you think I need that extra space, and perhaps he's right, so I might need to rent some space back off him. But it's definitely time. We've scaled the business quite a lot over the last 12 months, and in fact it's good to know even our figures and if they're increasing, and obviously they are. But we met with the marketing team today who gave us some really good facts and revenue and how much our increase has happened over that 12 months, and it is phenomenal. But obviously that was our plan the whole time, was to scale, and then it just comes on all these logistical challenges like space and where we put everything and how we staff the businesses to sustain our growth. But I think by taking on this next space will be crucial for Chris and obviously for us, for Ela Earth. So that was an expensive day. I mean, if we take this space on, then it's a huge amount. It's a huge cost because we're paying for bond, new racking, fit out, and obviously the downtime of moving one business from one location into another. So anyway, I'm home now. I did my click and collect. I know I showed you guys a little earlier during the week a click and collect that I did, and this is new to me, but I actually really enjoyed it. Good morning. It is Saturday morning. The sun is shining. No, wait, it is not. It is raining. It is miserable out there, but I don't mind. We've got the fire running and we have a pretty chill day today. I didn't do any filming yesterday because I had a work from home day, and there was nothing really eventful. It was just a lot of work that I was catching up on. So I didn't do anything yesterday, any filming. But I'm going to try not to cry. I'm just going to try and be really strong. So when we're away, I'm going to fail. I'm definitely going to cry. Okay. When we're away overseas, my wonderful mother-in-law, I really can't do this without crying. Okay, I'm going to just speak really fast. My mother-in-law passed away when we were away. Good. Anyway, so that's when we're in Switzerland, and before we left, she said to us, "If I die, don't you dare come home." And I thought I was like, "Don't say that, you're going to be fine." Anyway, she knew something we didn't, obviously, and we knew that she wouldn't want us to come home, and so we stayed and we grieved and we did what she wanted us to do, and that was to stay there. Anyway, it was a very hard time, as you can imagine, obviously still dealing. Anyway, today we were meant to spread her ashes, but the weather is not playing nice, so unfortunately we've had to postpone the ceremony that we had planned for her until next Saturday. So we will be doing that. But today we are just going to have a really slow morning. I'm cooking some Spanish eggs, and then after breakfast we are heading up to my father-in-law's house, and we are starting the clean out and going through everything. So it will be a very emotional day. I won't take you guys with me because I'll probably just cry the whole time. But I do want to show you this. So just hold there for 2 seconds. Okay, the ceremony that we are having next Saturday for Julie will be at a beach, and we're going to scatter her ashes, which is what she wanted, in the location that she wanted. And I had these really beautiful wreaths made. There's going to be 6 of us there. It's very, very small, very intimate. So I had 6 of these wreaths made, and they will literally float out. It's all biodegradable. They'll float out to the sea. So we'll make a wish and say something special to her anyway. These are sitting currently in my wine cellar because now they have to stay fresh for another week. Anyway, I just know that she would love these and she deserves everything. So that's that. It's very hard to move on from talking about something so intimate like that. Can I just share something quickly though? Note that I got yesterday from one of my beautiful followers. And guys, thank you so much for watching and supporting me. Oh my goodness, I'm still emotional. It really does mean so much. Oh my goodness. Sorry. It's probably such a bad time to do this, but I just wanted to share a little bit of joy in there as well. I did a post in the Ela Earth community page, which we have. It's a very small group. We don't want to make this group huge. We want it to be really intimate and personal. And everyone in that group is so interactive and beautiful, and friendships are being made. It's just so nice. I just love that group so much. Anyway, I did a post yesterday in the community page just saying, guys, I'm back. Thank you so much. Anyway, one of our community members wrote this really beautiful message, and I just wanted to share it with you because sometimes we don't share all the goodness, and I've just been receiving so many wonderful messages, and I just wanted to share this with you. So Sharon said, thank you for your beautiful family for taking us on such a wonderful journey. It was the highlight of my week to watch your YouTube videos. Still crying. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous. Guys, and I'm sorry that I've just shared all of that emotional outlet on you, but I just want to say, like, your messages that you send me, I read and I love. Thank you so much. And I know that my YouTube channel is teeny tiny and there is not thousands and thousands of people, like it is very teeny tiny. But it does really mean a lot to me because I love hearing that you guys like that too. And I just want to thank you. Thank you guys so much. Okay, I'm going to make my Spanish eggs. I'm probably going to cry still, but anyway, the good, the bad, the ugly. That's what I promised you guys when I started this, and this is all part of it. All right, let's get making this breakfast.